Okay, today we'll start velocity time graph. Now see case 1. Now as usual, this x-axis will be the time axis in second, and this y-axis is for velocity in meter per second. Suppose the initial velocity of a body is 40 meter per second. After 1 second the velocity is 40 meter per second. After 2 seconds it is 40 meter per second. After 3 seconds same. After 4 seconds 40 meter per second. After 5 seconds also 40 meter. After 6 seconds also 40 meter. Then in this case we will get a graph, a straight graph that's parallel to the time axis. So that means what can we see about the motion of the body in this case? In this case we can say this is a velocity time graph of a body moving at uniform velocity, right? That means the velocity is not changing, so the body is not at rest. But if you remember in the displacement time graph, if you remember, so when you don't get confused, in a displacement time graph now, in a displacement time graph, if the graph is straight, in that case the body is at rest, because the body is not changing, the displacement is not changing. But in this case the velocity is not changing. That means in this case initially the velocity of the body was 40, and after 1 second 2 3 4 5 6 the velocity remains to be 40. So that means the body is moving at uniform velocity. So you have to understand, sometimes you may get confused. So if you get a VT graph of this shape, and if you get a ST graph, that's the displacement time graph of this shape, they both are different. In this case it is rest, but in this case it is in motion and it is in uniform velocity. So therefore when you get, in case of velocity graph, velocity time graph, if you get a parallel graph parallel to time axis, that means the body is traveling at uniform velocity. Okay. Okay, now consider this case. Here you can see, if we draw a graph with these values, now this is also a velocity time graph. Suppose initially a body is at 0, at rest, so that means initial velocity is 0. After 1 second the speed is 10 meter. After 1 second the speed is 10. After 2 seconds the speed is increased and now it becomes 20. After 3 seconds it becomes 30. After 4 seconds it becomes 40, and after 5 seconds it becomes 50. So that means we will get a straight graph like this. So in this case what can we see about the motion of the body? That this motion, this is a VT graph of a body moving at uniform acceleration and initially at rest. Is it not? Because you can see the speed is increasing by 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 after every 1 second. So in this case we can see that the acceleration is 10 meter per second square. Is it not? Acceleration. So that means after every 1 second the speed is increasing by 10, 10, 10. So therefore after 1 second initially rest, after 1 second the speed is 10, after 2 second it increased to 20, after 3 second 30, after 4 second it become 40, and after 5 second it become 50. So that means the speed is increasing by equal amount. So therefore we can say that this is a VT graph of a body moving at uniform acceleration. So therefore whenever we get this graph, so in a VT graph, if I get this, so that means it is uniform acceleration. And if you remember in the displacement time graph, if you get this, that was uniform velocity. That was uniform velocity. Now, to get the acceleration from a VT graph, we get the slope of the graph, slope of VT graph. So if you remember, in case of displacement time graph, if you get the slope, you get velocity. But in case of VT graph, if you get the slope, you get the acceleration. Okay. And also, to get the displacement, to get the total displacement from a VT graph, we get the area of the graph. We get the area of the graph. So whatever shape the graph have, in this case it is a right angle triangle, you can see it is a right angle triangle. So I'll get the area of this triangle. So area of this triangle is half base into height. So I'll get the displacement. And if I get the slope of this graph, then I get the acceleration. Okay, I'll show you this. Now see here. Now see here. Now to get the acceleration, you know, acceleration from VT graph means it is slope. And slope means, you know, it is perpendicular by base of the graph. Now suppose they told me acceleration. Now in this case, what will be the acceleration? Slope means this perpendicular by base. And I have also told you that when I get the length, we always subtract the initial from the final. So first value will write final minus initial. So here you can see that the final, now if I talk about this length, this is 50 and this is 0. So here the final velocity is 50 and initial velocity is 0. So here the distance will be, this length will be 50 minus 0. So in the perpendicular I will write 50 minus 0, and that is meter per second. And in the base you can see the initial time was 0 and the final time is 5. So here I will write 5 minus 0 second. So what we got? We got 50 by 5 meter per second. We got 50 by 5 meter per second square, and finally we are getting 10 meter per second square. We are getting 10 meter per second square. Okay. Now similarly, now if they tell you the total displacement. Now total displacement is equal to area of the graph. Now in this case the area of the graph is half into base into height. So half into base into height means half. Now the base is 5 here, or I can write 5 minus 0 second, and height is again 50 minus 0 and meter per second. Finally this second and second will cancel and will get my answer in meter. So this is displacement. So what we got? We got half into 5 into 50 meter. So finally the displacement of the body is 125 meters. Okay. Now they told find the total displacement. Now they also may told ki find the displacement after 3 seconds. Then when they tell me displacement to find the displacement after 3 seconds, then I will get the area of this part. So half into base into height, so I get the total displacement. Now in this case it is triangle. Now sometimes it can come in form of a rectangle. Now if you remember example 1. Example 1, it was this body moving with uniform velocity. And in that case, if you remember, the graph was shaped like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, remember? And this was 0 and this was 50 or 40. Then if they ask me now the displacement, now I will find the displacement of this rectangle. Now in this case it is a triangle. Now if you get a rectangle, then I will do length into breadth. Sometimes you may get as a trapezium. I will show you later. You may get this type of graph. Ki first acceleration, then uniform velocity, and then retardation. You may get a trapezium. Then you can use the formula of a trapezium, half sum of parallel side into distance between parallel side. Or in a longer method also you can do in this way. You can divide this trapezium into 2 triangle and 1 rectangle and get the area of each, and then you add them. Then also you can get that. Understand? Okay, now consider this example. Here initially the body is running at 50 meter per second. After 1 second the speed is decreasing 40 meter per second, then after 2 seconds 30. So if I draw the graph here, so initially it is 50, after 1 second it is 40, 2 seconds it is 30, 3 seconds it is 20, 4 seconds it is 10, and 5 seconds it is 0. So in fact, since I have done in a freehand, so you will get this graph. So that means when you see this graph going downward like this, so that means it is retardation. And in this case you can see the retardation is also uniform. Retardation is also 10 meter per second square. But if we say its acceleration is how much? Acceleration is how much? Minus 10 meter per second square. So directly, if I want to get retardation, I generally write negative slope, minus slope, because it comes. But instead of that, I always prefer, now if I want to find the retardation, now first of all, this is a VT graph of a body moving at uniform retardation. Now if they ask you to calculate the retardation, now we will just calculate acceleration. Now our acceleration will come negative, and then from there we can convert into retardation, right? Now acceleration, again slope. Now slope means this perpendicular by base. Now perpendicular, this length is how much? 50. But what we will write? We will write here 0 minus 50, because you can understand the initial was 50 and the final velocity is 0. So while writing the length here perpendicular, I will write 0 minus 50 means final minus initial, and that is meter per second. And for time I will write final time is 5 and initial is 0, so I will write here 5 minus 0 second. So here what we got? Minus 50 by 5 meter per second square, and that is minus 10 meter per second square. And since acceleration is minus 10, now we will write retardation. Retardation is negative of A, and that is minus of minus 10 meter per second square. So I get 10 meter per second square. And in case of displacement, same. Now displacement after 5 seconds or total displacement. will be again half into base into height. So half. So base is how much? That is 5 length and height is 50. Finally we will get in meter. So I get how much? 125 meters. So again, okay.